In this Elden Ring video, I'm going to be showing you my Blasphemous Blade build, which is a face tanking build that gets amazing heals by attacking. At the core of this build is the Taker's Flame skill, which can only be found on the Blasphemous Blade Greatsword. It's basically a heavy attack that sends out a ball of flame that knocks everything over in its path. And when facing packs of enemies, you'll find that combat turns into a bowling minigame where you're trying to line up the enemies just to see how many you can hit at once. It's a flexible skill that has a bit of everything. It's got range, some AoE, a bunch of healing, and it pierces through enemies. So no matter what situation you're in, you're just going to want to spam it. Also, the attacks deal 100% fire damage and scale with faith.
I need you now, more than ever I need you.
The skill's healing is based off of our maximum health. At level 100, we have 2,236 HP, which means we're going to get back 504 health, or 22% of our health back each time we hit an enemy, which actually makes fighting groups of enemies easier. And on top of that, the Blasphemous Blade gives us back 17% of our life each time we defeat an enemy, so we won't have to worry about healing up after fights.
That's two. There's two. His second.
When it comes to talismans, I run the Carrion Filigreed Crest, Dragon Crest Shield Talisman, Crimson Amber Medallion, and Bull Goat's Talisman. Since we're going to be spamming a weapon skill, the Carrion Filigreed Crest is our most important talisman. It reduces our skill's mana cost by 25%, so we can use it 7 times without needing a mana flask. To protect our health pool, we'll equip the +1 Dragon Crest Shield Talisman, which increases our physical damage negation. Since the heals from Taker's Flame are based off of our maximum health, we'll use the +1 Crimson Amber Medallion to increase it by 7%. To prevent skill interruptions, we use the Bull Goat's Talisman to increase our poise by 33%. And when fighting bosses that deal a lot of non-physical damage, swap in the Pearl Drake Talisman and another Drake Talisman to double up on damage negation of that type. For this build, we want to stack as much poise as possible, so we aren't staggered when taking damage. I'm using the Bull Goat set, which has 100 poise, the highest of any armor set. When combined with the Bull Goat's Talisman, it will bring us up to 133 poise. If you don't have this armor, then just use the heaviest one you have. When fighting groups of normal enemies, you're going to want to line them up and knock them down, because why just attack one enemy when you can attack them all at once? And since you receive healing on hit and on death, you're going to be getting so much healing that you're going to start ignoring your health bar, so you'll want to set most of your flasks to mana. For bosses, you'll just want to spam Taker's Flame. It doesn't matter if he's rushing at you or backing off, since Taker's Flame has range. And it doesn't matter if you're on full life or low life, because you always want to be healing health that you just lost or are about to lose. So you won't need to get distance to chug health potions. You'll just swig the occasional mana potion whenever it's convenient. For attributes, this build has 60 Vigor, 28 Mind, 33 Endurance, 15 Strength, 15 Dex, and 25 Faith. The 60 Vigor maximizes our health without going over our second soft cap. The 28 Mind gives us 150 mana, so we can use Taker's Flame 7 times without needing a mana flask. The 33 Endurance is the minimum needed to keep us from becoming over-encumbered, so if you're not running Bull Goat's armor set, you can reduce it a bit. To wield the Blasphemous Blade, you need 15 Strength, 15 Dex, and 22 Faith. We add 3 more points to Faith so we can cast the Golden Vow and Blessing Spoon incantation. Most builds will stack Strength, Dex, and Faith or Arcane to increase damage output. Since this is a tank build, we're going to increase our damage by constantly attacking, instead of needing to block, dodge roll, or wait for just the right opportunity to attack. On bosses, there are a couple buffs that you can apply before the fight begins. If you haven't gone all murder hobo on the Blackguard, then you can buy Boiled Crab from him outside the royal capital. He sells an unlimited amount for 600 runes apiece. The buff lasts for 60 seconds and increases our physical damage negation by 11. You can also equip a Sacred Seal in the offhand to cast incantations. The Golden Vow incantation lasts for 80 seconds, increasing your damage by 15% and all of your defenses by 10. And the Blessing's Boon incantation lasts for 90 seconds, healing you for 8 HP a second. For the Physic, I like to run the Crimson Spill and Green Burst to increase our max HP and stamina regen, but the Stone Barb is also a good option.